Hello, my name is Majesty Priester, and today I will be discussing chapter 13 through 14 discussion questions. So, number one, what are three physical changes that are in early adulthood? And number one, that will be your weight gain, your weight. Number two, maybe you're in your senses with your brain. You can't really remember as good as you thought you could when you were younger, like in that high school stage, in that middle school stage. So your memories get challenged. You have to learn to write stuff down. And number three, I will most definitely say stress. And the reason why I say stress as a physical change, because stress changes your body. I've already mentioned the weight gain, but also just even in your memory, but just in your looks, as a person. So your skin, it may not be as tight as it should be in your early adulthood. So therefore, a lot of young people I see, even my age, they have bags up under their eyes, and they look tired. They don't look like they're eating healthy, so therefore, they don't have any energy. And from that leading into obesity, of why Americans, the rate is so significant with Americans' obesity because of those reasons. And stress is the number one cause, especially during this time in COVID-19. There's no healthy alternatives, there's no healthy options. And if there are, Americans are not choosing it, because I know I'm not choosing it, because we're in a time and a land right now, and during this point in life, it's not even easier. It's still the same. It's getting worse. So I will expect for the rates to continue to go up when it comes to obesity. And then when it comes to discussing the three-part process of the vocational choice, number one, fantasy stage, which we've all been in. I can attest that when I was a little girl, I wanted to be a pediatrician. And then I went to the tentative stage, which was more of, my likes and my interests of what I wanted to do. I started playing tennis. And I'm like, oh, I want to be a tennis star. Pediatrician went out the door. And so then I started doing that, and I stuck with that for a while. But of course, you enter to the realistic stage because you're an adult, and you realize that, if things were different, maybe that sensitive stage dream could have come true, but realistically, no, because you need money, you need a living, you need access to things that provide and produce a good, healthy adulthood for you. So therefore, realistically, you know, you come to the world, you come to the real world, as they say. Welcome to the real world. And number four, I said number four, but going into chapter 14, discussion question of the triangle theory of love, that three-part process is intimacy, passion, and commitment. And I think out of those three, the most important is the commitment, because the passion and the intimacy don't keep you there. The commitment, for example, it can come in a time where, when you're living together, you're married, and the bills, you need money to pay the bills, and that love not gonna pay that bill. That intimacy that y'all have, it's not gonna pay that bill. It's the commitment of, all right, if she don't have the money, I ain't gonna leave her. If you don't have the money, I ain't gonna leave her, because of that love that is there. That I feel as though that's in the middle to keep. But at the end of the day, it's commitment. You have to be committed. Like, there's just no way around it. Number 15, middle adulthood is between the ages of 45 and 60. And some key major changes in reproductive system for women would be the fertility, or even the urinary tract. Even menopause. A lot of women go through that. And then when it comes to a man, he may not, be passionate enough for sex as he would if he was younger. Of course, in his body, his muscular strength is different. And but really, those are some changes in both systems of men and women. And lastly, what can individuals do in the middle adulthood to combat the decline in their memory? Of course, I would advocate to eat healthier. There are certain foods that God Himself has put on this earth to help improve everything in our body. And if you don't believe that, then, woe unto you, because there are so many good foods out here that give source to your brain that helps you. And I feel like also time management, you need to write your stuff down. That helps you remember when it comes to scheduling. And, I would just say keeping a workout regimen, being on top of your game. Because when you work out, take care of yourself, you write your stuff down, you always have a plan, your memory can hang in there. you know. But if you're just going through life being stressed, number one, not taking account for things, and then going through what life throw at you, you know, not having a system or a structure, then, you know, it's going to be really hard for your memory to stay as sharp. And I have done chapter 13 through 14 discussion questions. Thank you.